Go select.
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful Thursday today. My name is Andy, aka TopRamen, back again with another brand new Clash Royale episode. I received comments and I had a request from a clan member. Shout out to him, Swingbean, also known as Charlie. He actually has his own YouTube channel too on Skyrim. So if you guys do play that game, check out his channel. Search Swingbean altogether one word in YouTube and check out his content. He definitely has some very helpful information and he's awesome on the mic. He's so hilarious. Anywho, he requested me to put up a video for you guys. 10% battery, don't worry, I have enough time to do it. So, the video he wants me to put up is a deck involving the Giant and the Graveyard. He also requested me to put a video of the E-Wiz too, and I did try to test out a deck with the E-Wiz too. I just feel like it's not necessary, especially when you have the Giant. You need to find things that synergize with the Giant better than the E-Wiz. Especially when you might find yourself with this Giant and a Graveyard combo that they might be able to counter your combo, and you're gonna find yourself in the situations a lot where the Giant's left alone by itself or like chasing an Infernal Tower. So I came up with this type of deck right here. I did have Zap earlier, but I prefer Tornado because it defends better against E-Barbs, Hog pushes, and Golems when they counter push back. So I tried it out in Grand and I am 8-1, and this is by testing out the deck. Even I got to 8-1, and I'm gonna go ahead and show some replays on how I would play the deck. But basically, your win condition you already obviously know is the Graveyard or even the Giant. But there's 3 levels of pushes that you need to know with this deck. You can punish people if they make a mistake and drop a very expensive unit early and while you have max elixir by doing a Giant at the bridge followed by minions. That's enough to take out a tower and they get punished. It's hard to defend. Okay. Second one, this is going to be a level 2 kind of push. That was level 1 kind of push. Is that you can actually start with minions in the back a lot of the times when there's a stalemate and you're waiting for things to do, and then what you do is before the minions gets near the bridge, you drop the Giant at the bridge, so now you have a Giant minion push. During that time the minion flew, you're gonna gain elixir where you're gonna be able to drop the Graveyard, and that's gonna be your level 2 push. It's gonna be hard to stop because most likely they're gonna try to waste elixir by arrowing away your minions or Princess or E-Wiz, the Giant, and the minions to stop that very strong push. And if they do that, they waste elixir and they can't defend against the Graveyard that you're gonna throw on them. And of course, the level 3 push, that's like an all-out push, is only done during double elixir time. Is the same thing with the minions in the back, Giant in the bridge once they meet up, Graveyard, and then of course poison. And you poisoned out their Skarmy or their Goblin gangs that they use to defend, or minions. Alright, so now another thing you have to remember about this deck is you don't always need to have that Graveyard and Giant combo to win. So a lot of the times in the beginning, because it's not double elixir and you don't have a pump, it's hard to pull off these combos. Is that a lot of times your win condition, you're going to show off this. You're really going to hide that Graveyard card, and you want to catch and use that Graveyard at a really good time when you know for a fact that they wasted their log, poison, arrows, or whatever they can use to counter your Graveyard, Skarmy, Goblin Gang, and whatnot. And that's when you drop your Graveyard out there. There are instances even too, after you defend well and you have minions flying that way, that you don't even need a tank. You can actually throw Graveyard and the Graveyard will tank for the minions, and that will do a lot of damage. So let's bring out some replays, and then after that I'll jump into some live matches. Hopefully I'll get to 12. Alright, let's go ahead and play this one, the most recent one. It was against a Psycho Mortar deck. So with this type of hand, it's not a good starting hand, but it's not bad. You have a Furnace, and most of the time you do want a Furnace to start off with. So that's the most obvious play. I'm gonna play the Furnace 2 squares up in front of the tower. I mean the King Tower, 3 squares up. I'm sorry. And you know, either way, you want to go right or left, doesn't matter. He went ahead and played archers and a knight. Right here, I feel like I was thinking he's gonna play a Graveyard, so I wanted to be able to tank the knight and the archer with the Giant, and also form a counter push. Now, I ignored that one archer. He's not gonna hit my towers. I only got get one hit in my Furnace. And right here, I decided to back up my Giant and then do the Graveyard because he played a Mortar. So I know for a fact that now he's a Mortar deck. He most likely doesn't have Graveyard as his win condition, and most likely he doesn't have Poison as well. So it was a very effective push. I was able to get a lot of damage off that tower. I did drop my Poison. Notice that this wasn't the level 3 push because it was just done at separate times. This is more of like a feel out. So right here he plays the mortar. I wanted to drop my furnace down to distract the mortar from the tower, and it's going to be able to buy some time for me to now drop a Goblin Gang in between the knight to pull the knight back and also go for the mortar. Now, because he dropped skeletons and whatnot and archers, I decided to drop my minions as well to completely clear the mortar. It didn't even get to my tower, and I still have a furnace that's alive and able to get some chip damage. Along with those spear goblins that was counter pushing, I was able to get chip damage too. Oh, but he dropped a knight. So I'm thinking he's going to do the same thing and drop a mortar, which he did. So right here I dropped my giant in the back, but not far back, actually in front of the tower to tank for my towers. And look, mortar's not going to do anything against that giant tank, and he's actually going to go for that mortar and kill it off. This lets me build up elixir for a push, but now I know he has a fast cycle deck and he's cycling really fast. So I decided to drop a furnace to prepare for his next mortar that he's going to drop. Princess does good work against the archers as well, is able to take it out without dying. Oh, it did die, but it still take it out. And now I have a furnace in the place, so if he drops a mortar, it's going to be distracted by the furnace, so I wasn't worried about it. Right here, he did play his mortar, and he's going to aim for my furnace. He went ahead and logged everything. I dropped my giant to go for that mortar, drop my minions, and right here, as soon as it crosses the bridge, I drop my push, which is the graveyard, and then I drop my poison now. So looks like it's a stalemate because he keeps the fight at the bridge, so I realized at this point I'm not going to win with my combo. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to just poison him away and not even use graveyard, save that 5 elixir for a giant replacement to distract the mortar, because that's his only win condition. He can't get to my tower if I keep playing my giant. So now I'm just going to save my elixir, get my giant down, take out the mortar, poison, and then repeat. Get my furnace down, get my giant down as much as I can to stop that mortar. So now his tower is at 373, which needs 2 more poisons. I believe poisons at tournament standard is 260 damage. So right here I decided to drop my princess to try to take out his princess. Unfortunately, my princess got distracted by all the units on the floor. That's okay because he played his mortar again, but is not able to take out my tower because it's aiming from a furnace and now my giant. Right here I decided to tornado both princesses together because I wanted to poison that area anyways, and basically it's going to give me a bonus value poison because now both princesses are in that poison as long as I want to get that tower anyways, because if I had both princesses split, it'll be a lot more of a hassle to deal with. So right here what I'm doing is just really cycling as fast as possible to my 3 elixir card, 3 elixir card, and my poison is my next card, and just like that I took out this game. This was my last match, my 8th win. Kind of boring because that is how it is against a mortar deck. He did have rocket in his hand, so he just 1 more or 2 more shots from mortar I would have lost. Alright, let's go ahead and give you guys another replay. This one's against an E-Barb, with barrel deck. I guess I can show you this, or you know what, let's show you this is an interesting one. Royal Giant, Hog, and Balloon, and Rage. He has too many win conditions here. Alright. So not a good starting hand because I don't have my furnace. I decided to play my princess in the back. A lot of the times I don't find myself playing giant in the back because it just leaves you 5 elixir vulnerable. Right here he did play a hog, so I went ahead and tornadoed the hog, which is going to wake up my tower, and I'm going to use my minions to defend against the royal giant. And before it can even kill it, I drop my graveyard to tank for my minion because I calculated he uses 6 and 4, which is 10 elixir. I defended with only the tornado and the minions, so I'm way ahead. So I decided to just drop my graveyard, even with just minions flying that way, and look at how much damage it does. That's at 335 already without any tank, and that was a valuable graveyard right there, just by counting his elixir. And that was like a level 1 push. So right here I dropped my furnace down to get some splash damage on the E-Barb, drop my goblin gang after that to pull him away, and now I have a remaining furnace. I have a princess going that direction to chip away a tower. Which one does he want to defend? He's not going to defend the furnace, so he went ahead and just dropped once my princess locked on, drop a minion horde. But my furnace decided to come out with spirits and took out the minion horde for free. 5 elixir, and I didn't have to cast anything because those were bonus flame spirits already. So right here I'm going to form my level 2 push. Remember, there's a minion in the back, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop my giant in the bridge. Right here I'm totally ignoring the balloon because I know he can't stop this push. And now I dropped my graveyard, and then he used zap, he didn't take out anything, and now I have a very strong push. And then he took out 1 tower, fine, because the other tower's already at 195. I went ahead and just dropped my goblin gang on that side. My giant's still tanking, his wizard cannot kill off my storm fast enough. So the idea of this deck is you have a ton of win conditions and different combination combo. You just gotta know what's the best at that time, most efficient in elixir cost, and you really want to conserve stuff, some elixir for defense. So yeah, so my last 3 was with this deck. I did try a couple with the Musketeer as well, got some wins as well, and of course the Musketeer also replaces the Uis. Alright, so let's apply this to live games and see how I do. Currently at 8-1, so let's see if we can get a good match for you guys here. And I'll try to commentate sometime. I might have to concentrate, and I usually shut up. Alright, not a good starting hand. I don't have Furnace or a Giant, anything, so I'm just gonna play Princess in the back. Usually I want to play up in the front here, just in case they rush. She's gonna be able to defend both sides. He splits Skeleton. He's gonna be licking Elixir right now. Okay, now we're even, so he wasted his log. I'm gonna go ahead and play my Goblin Gang since log is gone. That's gonna get some chip damage. Alright, so he plays minions, so I'm gonna play Giant on the left side going up, and it's gonna be able to tank for the minions. And then I'm expecting a Baby Dragon Graveyard combo right now. And no, he doesn't. So right here, since he's locked on already on my Giant, oh, and he poisons, oh, this is gonna be dangerous for him. I'm gonna go ahead and now have a counter push minions going his way. I have a Graveyard, and then I have 1 minion, and that's done. So yeah, he's gonna log everything, that's fine, but I have a Princess, and then after that, they're gonna go ahead and take out his pump, which at first that's my worry, because we don't have a pump, and we don't want them to pump up. So that was a free push there. I'm gonna go ahead and play Furnace on the right now, and that should pull the Baby Dragon. If not, I'm gonna take the damage. Baby Dragon at full health left alone, you're gonna lose about 600 damage, which is like 20%. I don't mind losing 20% on my tower right now, because I already took out 100% of his. Alright. I'm gonna actually form a very strong push here since I'm in a major league. Oh, I should have did the see, if he pumped there and I saw him, I would have done the Giant and the bridge and then the minions right behind. But since he did it right after I cast I'm gonna cast my minions back. And I remember he has log, so I don't want him to play a log on me on my Goblin Gang, so I'm gonna wait to waste his log on my Princess right here. There's the log. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play my Goblin Gang. Alright. My Giant is still tanky enough to tank all that, get some good hits in. And then I have Spear Goblins, I have... Not bad, not bad. He might pump up again. Ooh, even the Spear Goblins left over with the Furnace. Ooh, okay. Right here I'm going to punish right now. I'm going to go ahead and drop my Giant, because he just wasted 8. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop 8 as well to take out his tower. Alright, we might have to deal with this, but it's okay because we got Poison, we got Tornado, so we got a lot of defense here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and drop a Princess in the back, and then what I'm going to do is drop my Giant to distract the Baby Dragon, and then after the Golem takes out my, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it back again, and then now I'm going to play defense on this Golem here. I'm going to Poison, all that's going to be gone. So yeah, pretty good defensive deck too, because you got a lot of you know, you got the minions, you got the Goblin Gang, you got Princess. So he's gonna go ahead and lightning. That's not enough in 3 seconds. He doesn't have any other direct damage. So that was our 9th win. Not a bad win actually. And notice, like, I didn't have to use a Giant Graveyard combo. Sometimes I just cast the Graveyard, but I think I did it once, so I did do the Giant Graveyard combo once. So at 9-1, not bad with this deck, right? It's working in Grand currently, so give this deck a try. It was a suggestion, a request actually from Charlie, so thank you for the request. I appreciate these because it actually broadens my skill on testing out decks, finding out the weakness, and adding the cards to replace it. So I started off this deck with the same cards, except I have E-Wiz and no Goblin Gang. I had Scar Me. And now I replaced E-Wiz with Musketeer, wasn't working, so then I replaced that with the Princess, and then now I replaced Skarmy with the Goblin Gang so that I have air defense. Oh, right here he actually went aggressive here, but too bad I don't have the Graveyard. There's the Graveyard, so let me see what he does. Okay, so right here he plays Goblin Gang to defend. I actually want to play Princess to snipe away, so I'm gonna go ahead and play Princess back here, and then I'm gonna go use the minions right here, and then I'm gonna pull everything back. There we go. And then I'm gonna use the Goblin Gang to distract everything. That should be good enough defense there. So Mega Minion dies, I have to just deal with the Golemites. So pretty good defense with this deck against Golem, even though I didn't have the punish card, which is the giant minions or minions graveyard, any of those. So he got lucky there. So now I'm most likely expecting him to pump. Oh, he doesn't. So right here I'm gonna actually do a punish. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this, and then I'm gonna drop minions. I wanted to do graveyard, but I feel like this is right here is a cheaper alternative, and he doesn't know I have graveyard yet. So that's gonna be my surprise card. Alright. So right here, I was going to use my furnace to pull him, but actually I'm going to let him get close to my tower right here, and I'm going to pull him in. Okay, and I will ignore, actually not ignore, because that's going to hurt. So I'm going to go ahead and use Goblin Gang. Oh no, don't worry. I should have enough battery to finish this video at least. And then now I play my furnace. So I'm waiting for him, he's gonna do another golem drop, I know it for sure. Since he doesn't have a pump, he's playing kind of stupid. So, alright, here's double elixir time, there's a golem drop. This time I'm gonna do the golem, graveyard, and then whatever he dropped to defend, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a, oh, you know what, I should have did poison on the Goblin Gang, but then instead I didn't, because I was worried about the Mega Minion, but that's okay. So because the Mega Minion and the minions are gonna fly into that, ooh, this is gonna be good. I want to go ahead and drop everything back like that, and then defend against this really well. And then he's at 62 HP on the other tower, and I have a princess on the other side sniping away. Even the Goblin Gang can't do anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and back up my right side now with my princess. I have another princess too, so I'm just gonna snipe that away. Oh, he allows me to take that. So I think this is pretty much a game winner here. I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore, pull everything back like that, and then drop my Goblin Gang. Such a good card. Tornado, I think, is one of the best epic spell ever, and it doesn't do direct damage, but it's such a great utility card. And ever since I switch out the tornado, switch out my zap for this tornado, I have been winning. Before I couldn't stop hog pushes or golem pushes, but that tornado, 3 elixir for 8 elixir cost, dang. Alright, I'm at 5% battery, so I'm gonna go find my charger and I'm gonna work my way to 12, and then if I do get to 12, I'm gonna add it onto this video, and if not, you know I messed up and didn't make it, but I might share it anyways. So I'll catch you soon, okay? This is TopRamen signing out. Peace. And I'm back. So guess what that means? I actually took the time. I did get one loss. I think I lost one, won one, lost one, and won the next. Let me see here. Oh, okay, lost one after I signed out, won the next 2 to get to 12. So I'm back to show you guys I got to 12. I'm gonna open that chest after I share some replays. Last 2 matches were against a hog bait spell bait deck, and the last one is against a hog lightning executioner with tornado. I think I've seen that deck before by one of the pros. This guy was a 4500 player, but we got to 12 with this deck, so it does work. So let's jump into one more. I don't want to make this video too long, as I'm already extending it already. So let's watch and see how I do against this guy here. So not a good starting hand. So of course I do have my furnace though, so I'm gonna play my furnace. It's still better than not having a furnace in the hand. Ideally is you want your furnace, and then you want to have minions and giant in your hand for your counter push if they drop a pump, so you can punish them. Alright, so he plays knight on the right, skeleton, so we're even. We cast 4 and 4, so I cast my giant on the right side to tank for a knight. Right here he plays hog to take my furnace, so I decided to split my minions in the middle so the hog doesn't get a hit, and then I thought 2 of my minions was gonna go back my giant up, but instead it was only 1. Right here I went ahead and graveyard because I know he invested a lot already for his push, because he actually invested 4 for the hog. So I played my graveyard, and even with his knight there and his executioner attacking, my graveyard punished him really well, and I didn't even have that level 2 pusher, which is the minions, giant, and graveyard. At that point I knew I could catch him on elixir. Right here I played my furnace to draw the hog, and I knew the furnace is not going to survive. So my tornado, instead of tornadoing him back upper right, I tornado him all out 3 to the center middle. The reason why is then I will have the other tower help take out the low HP, half HP units there. I did sacrifice my princess because the executioner, since I tornado into the middle, was able to target my princess. But that's okay. With the princess and tornado is great synergy. It's kind of like the executioner and tornado, except the princess can snipe from far away, and you're gonna see how effective that is. Alright, so right here I play my giant to tank that executioner. Once he locks on, I place my minion on the right side of it. He did a good move by tornadoing everything back. So I played my princess in the back to just take out that executioner. Right here I knew my giant's HP is not high enough to tank the rest, so I didn't go ahead and drop the graveyard. I went ahead and played defensively again, get my furnace down. Now I have my ground, I have my foundation, prevents that hog push from getting over. See, so he placed a hog push, I expected it. Right here he lightnings. I had my goblin gang, but it wasn't enough, so I went ahead and pulled him to the center. He was able to only get 1 hit. Try to drop my giant in front of my remaining spirit goblins. Unfortunately wasn't able to save them all, but I was able to get some chip damage and poison to poison away the executioner. I didn't bother the graveyard there. The tower is low enough already, so I didn't want to do a graveyard. I just wanted to poison cycle, save that 5 elixir I would have used to instead of cast a furnace and get my tornado ready again, because he's getting hog push again. So again I dropped my goblin gang. He's gonna take out, he lightning my furnace. I pulled the hog. It's such a good spell. It can stop hog, and hog is such a good cycle card. So the fact that you have a 3 elixir cast card to stop a 4 elixir constantly, it's just insurance, I would say. By then I chipped away the tower because there's only 10 seconds left. I knew he's gonna do the same push with the lightning, the hog. I placed my princess. I go ahead and tornado everything together again, and then the princess able to snipe everything in that tornado. So very good synergy, and we took out Grand Challenge with this deck. I just uncovered this deck by adjusting units, you know, switching out Musketeer for E-Wiz, E-Wiz for Musketeer, Zap out for this, and finally got to a deck that works. So throughout my breaks today, I was able to get this for you guys. Please check it out. You know, hit me up for any tips. You guys have my information. I have Facebook, I have Twitch, and I also have the YouTube. Leave me a comment down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button down below. And for you new visitors, go ahead and subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Alright, now for reals, I'm going to open this chest for you guys. Let's see what I get. 22,000 gold, 2 minions, 8 ice spirits. I guess that's gonna give me a gold for a max stack. I got gold for that. Fireball, pumps. I need rare cards. E-barbs are maxed. Alright, wizards, okay, I don't use it too much. That bomb tower I don't use too much. Tombstone could be useful. 11 baby dragon. Hey, that's good. That's a lot, gets me a lot closer. 11 closer to a maxed out baby dragon. Alright, so for reals this time now, this is TopRamen signing out. Peace.